Hello and welcome to a Smurpy video, and probably my favorite figure of this wave, Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Prime Universe SkyQuake. Wow, that was a lot. And I haven't watched Transformers Prime for many years, not since I had it on DVD and I sold it. Don't ask me why I did that, but I think you can watch it all on Hasbro, on YouTube anyway. So I may rewatch it at some point because I actually really enjoyed Transformers Prime. SkyQuake, if I remember rightly, one of the Autobots kills his brother. Oh, he gets killed, something like that. And then his brother comes back for revenge. I can't actually remember. It was so long ago. Like I said, nice artwork on the packaging. We got this really big piece here. Environmentally friendly as they do. Evo-Fusion. Yeah, okay. Now, just to be clear, I do not have needle nose. I will also say I have no idea what Hasbro were thinking by putting needle nose on the top of SkyQuake. Don't get me wrong, I love it when things combine, but make sure it's from the same bloody universe. Needle nose is G1, SkyQuake is Prime Universe. Don't mix them up, people. I certainly was not going to buy needle nose just so that I could demonstrate them together. Not doing it, sorry. But I just don't understand it. I think it's ridiculous. Anyway, there's some nice poses there. I'm looking forward to getting him out of his packaging. We can have a closer look. Oh, wait a minute, I haven't done this side. And we got this beautiful artwork on here. SkyQuake. There we go. Let's get him out of his packaging. Here is SkyQuake in his Ord mode, and that's how he comes in the box, which is not unusual for bigger figures. They sometimes send them in their Ord box. And I had immediately had a resemblance back to a figure back from 2000, maybe 99. I'm going to say Jetstorm from Beast Machines, and it feels like the same sort of build, etc. And then even looking underneath, it's very, very similar, which is bizarre considering how advanced the engineering has come. But I could easily see them creating Jetstorm from this mold. I feel like it's Jetstorm, I could be wrong. Anyhow, this does look very, very nice. So you got movable wings up here, or you can clip them in and they stay in there. They also move like that, which I guess is part of the transformation. These bits as well. Looks good. Some nice little detail on there. Very, very clean sort of plastic in certain areas. I think that's all part of the design from that figure as well. There seems to be a sort of like a see-through piece there. I'm not sure how well you see it, but it looks like a little gap, which I find a little bit disappointing. And then they got the pegs, so you can add guns on there. And then you got this piece where you can add needle nose if you want to. And then underneath the keyboard is quite clear. And then you store the weapon under here, which is quite nice. Although very invisible. Now, if there was a bit of movement there, you could be able to point it out, etc. if you wanted to. I like the fact that it's also got some wheels, so you can make it stand if you do like. So some people like collecting both they want an Ord mode and they want a normal mode for certain figures, depending on what that figure is. Depends on what your favorites are, I guess. If it's Beast Wars, then I may be inclined to do that as well. It's very squeaky though. So do the wheels move? The wheels do not move. They're stationary wheels. And then just bring in a Deluxe Clash just to see different size. And I'll do Starscream for when he's in Robot Mode. You think, why didn't you do Starscream in Jet Mode? Because I can't be bothered to transform him, basically. And this one's transformed, so there you go. So I do like the Ord mode. So I'm going to go transform him. And then we can have a look at that Robot Mode. Alright, so SkyQuake transformed. And the transformation is, it's not terribly a difficult one, and I guess there's a few bits that I don't necessarily like on it. I'll get onto that when I start showing the back of him in particular. If I adjust my lights, I feel like there's lead piping in there, but it's not really coming through. There's a little bit of red there. It's not really coming through though, which is a tad bit disappointing because, oh, it looks really good from that angle. So you can see, hopefully, a hint on red or yellow. I don't think it's the best thing. I'm not enjoying those eyes at all. But other than that, the head sculpt does look very, very nice. It's got some nice detail on the body, sorry. I just thought I'd get him into this position holding this. It's not as easy as I think I would have liked, but I can get him into that position, so I guess it's quite good. You gotta just pull the arm out a little bit. Wee bit annoying. I do like the fact that he does have this gun. Let me just touch it, and you got this little bit here that just pokes out, etc. Which, in fact, if I think about it, I probably could have changed that around. I think I could have done a better job of that, but it's too late now because I've done it. But he also has this gun. Now, the annoying thing is they've designed this gun for you to be able to put the sword, fit the sword in there, which is really nice. But the problem is, unless you've got this in there, this bit just looks like hollow crap, which takes away what perhaps could have been a fantastic gun. I also feel like this this gun, for what it's meant to be and represent in terms of destroying Autobots, I feel like it could have been a bit more meatier, a bit more fatter, a bit more girth on it, you know, just to take out those Autobot scum. But it's not. I do love how that just flicks in there. That's really nice. So there's one weapon which, I like it. I just feel like they could have done better. Here is the sword, which once again is quite well designed. That just flicks in there. Oh, I wish I hadn't done that because it doesn't flick out as easy. It just wants to stay in. There we go. I've got it out. I've got it out. I've got it out. It does have some nice little design on there, and it is a good idea. However, once again, it's meant to be a weapon of destruction, and it feels like a little baby knife. I also found that I struggled to put in, oh my god, I can't even get that in, both weapons into SkyQuake's hand. It's like they're not designed for his hand. He's just been sort of given them, etc. Can't even turn that around. Wait a minute. Yeah. I do apologize. Sometimes this does not work out the way we want it to. Okay, right, there we go. There we go. I got it on. So, you can see him holding that sword does not look like he is strong, in charge, and ready to rip out your optics, does it? It's tiny. Let's be honest, it's tiny. So from that perspective, very disappointed. I'm also going to bring in a deluxe figure as well, so you can see the difference. So there is a height difference, maybe a little bit more bulkier, etc. So from a Voyager perspective, or leader, is it leader class? Wait a minute. Leader class, he is a reasonably bigger size than Starscream. There we go. There you have it. From that perspective, it works. And Starscream has the same issue. He has a tiny little sword, which is really annoying because when I get Megatron, hopefully in next week, I'm going to be really peeved off the fact that you got a beautiful, you could have created the best Star Saber, and then you've given us mighty Megatron, and he's not going to be able to hold it because it just looks like a midget. Looks small. Disappointing. So anyway, in terms of the body, it actually does look very, very nice. And like I said, this was probably the one that I was most excited for out of this particular wave. I can't remember what wave they're on. I don't do it by waves. I just let you review it, and then I just got a legacy playlist that you can watch if you want to watch. Entirely up to you. This bit just feels, there's so much. And don't get me wrong, I feel like they've done well to try and keep it as controlled as they have. I just feel like this bit just looks inside there. It just looks all a bit lopsided. Maybe it's down to my error, but I don't feel like it is. So you end up with lots of gaps throughout the whole body, which I feel is really, really disappointing. He obviously has a nice Decepticon sign going on there as well. So let's look at articulation. So articulation, so he's got nice head rotation, very slow, up and down. Now in terms of the arm, this bit does move. And this arm can do 360, it can poke out like that. So you do have some nice freedom there. But you can be restricted by this and this. You just got to be careful. Got a nice ratchet in there, nice spin on, swivel on there. Now he does have 2 double jointed on there. Yay, we rarely get that with Transformers. So then he's got movement there, no finger articulation. So that is quite cool. He's got you can go all the way. Okay, there's a little bit of movement there. If you do decide to do that, entirely up to you. Not sure why you would, but we try and show it anyway. You can go up like that, do the full splits, nice ratchet in there. He's got spin on there. He can lift his leg up like that. There is a double there, you can see that, but you're gonna be restricted by this piece here. So just be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. No more swivels. The foot, you can move it out a little bit. You've got a little bit of movement there. This is restricted because you've got this piece here that sits in there, so it does get restricted there, so just be aware of that. There we go. So like I said, Transformer Prime is probably one of my favorite Transformer series. Beast Wars is up there, obviously right at the top. Then you got, I'm gonna say I'm still a huge G1 fan. You know, even the goofy episodes are pretty entertaining. So, but Transformer Prime was a really good series, and the human characters weren't too annoying. They're pretty decent. And then I think Armada falls in after that. Or before, not sure. I do like Armada. Anyway, this isn't my favorite Transformer shows. Maybe I should do a video of that. Who would like to see a video of that? Tell me. Or if you think, nah, not interested. Anyway, so it does look very, very nice. I do like this figure quite a bit. I like how he looks. I feel, is he worth the amount we have to spend on him? I do not feel like he is worth the amount we have to spend on him. I feel like this should be maybe a 40 quid figure, but, you know, what are we going to do? It is what it is. So anyway, I hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you to everybody that is subscribed to my video. Appreciate you folks a great deal. Make sure you look after yourself, very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.